The school system is designed to teach you to be an employee, a doctor, a lawyer, or a specialist, but never about money. It is difficult to calculate exactly when you join the rat race, but be sure you are in this race. Remember the time of studying in 8th grade? The growth test is ahead, the math of backwardness is patching, the complex formulas of science, running to the tutor's house, staying up all night studying. This was much busier than your age. You must have spent that time as we all did. Then the parents must have said, "How many more days? After the growth test is over, life will be peaceful." In various episodes of life, you have heard these words many times from many people. Take the SAT exam, the freedom mentioned in college. Once you can get into university, life will be full of joy. Once you enter job life, the fun of enjoying your own money is different. Have you not heard these words while standing on the edge of the clock of 30? Can you reconcile the calculations? Do you think when any of these episodes pass, life has become a little easier or more beautiful? It hasn't happened, nor will it. We are running in the hope of a false mirage. We have been chasing, but the account of happiness has not been able to catch up because, as I said, you are in the rat race. Although this word is mainly used in the context of economics, its spread is far-reaching, and it is used to mean running blindly with a competitive spirit without a purpose. In this turn, even though we are human, we are all running blindly like addicts. In pursuit of success, along with human life, the use of the rock star metaphor is also apt for this reason. When the world-famous pop singer Michael Jackson died unexpectedly in 2009, he had at least $400 million in debt. There was also talk of selling his famous Neverland Ranch. At that time, Jackson needed to take out a lot of loans for his huge expenses, most of which he did not repay. Jackson's financial problems worsened when he got involved in many expensive lawsuits, and the interest on his loans increased. It is not surprising that Michael Jackson, the man who earned a lot in his life, died with a debt burden of $400 million on his head. It is not surprising that Michael has taught us a very important lesson from this incident, and that is money management. Michael was a superstar whose career lasted for many years. He earned money with both hands, but his expenses also increased. Michael worked hard to earn money, but he could not keep that money. It went through a hole in his pocket. It floated away in the salty water of extravagance. You and I are not people like Michael Jackson, lying in a sea of money. We are completely ordinary people who struggle to earn money and live. But think about it. How much of the little money we earn every month, whether it is $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, or whatever, can we keep for ourselves? When we get our monthly salary in our account and get that message on our mobile, we breathe a sigh of relief. Or do we keep thinking about the answer to the question of how we will manage everything with this money for the next 30 days? We work hard because we want to be successful in life. We want to be happy. We want financial security. Today, a boy or girl who has joined a company as a junior officer will want to become an officer within 2 years. Then, by proving their skills, they will climb the ladder from senior officer to executive officer to manager, one after another. If the company does not appreciate their hard work, they will take a job somewhere else. Then follow that cycle, work from 9 to 5 and expect a good salary. This is what happens all the time, right? Let's take an example of those who earn a good amount of money or work at high salaries. If your salary is $3,000, you will arrange your lifestyle accordingly. You will try your best to do everything, from daily work to monthly shopping and hobbies, within that $3,000 budget. Now, if your income suddenly becomes $5,000 per month, you will not stay in that $3,000 lifestyle anymore. You might buy a bigger house. Instead of taking the bus to the office, you may buy a car on installments. That is, as your salary increases, your expenses also increase, leaving little room to save. Now, it can be seen that after 2 years, your salary has increased to $100,000. You might think you will save money or do something with the extra money, but then you will have to get married. You will go abroad for the honeymoon, and new responsibilities will arise. The costs will increase. A 120cc bike will no longer suit you. A new need will arise. Be sure that if you buy a car, you will think about buying a house. You will need a place in your old age. The cost of education for children and grandchildren will increase. The cost of living in a city like New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles will increase. Relatives, social obligations, and medical care will also add to your expenses. Before your death, you may realize you have done nothing in your life except earning and spending money. Is this the life you wanted? In 2017, an economic study showed that 78% of honest employees in America are living paycheck to paycheck. Americans call it a living wage. That is, they are earning well but have no savings. Their annual income may be $100,000, but the situation of the wealthy man who wears a suit and drives a car isn't much different from that of the upper middle class worker. They are working hard, putting in overtime, but their expenses keep increasing in contrast to their income. The cost of living is enormous. As income rises, the pressure to maintain a higher standard of living also increases, and so they take loans. Every month, they have to pay increasing debts to the bank via credit cards. Globally, American citizens rank number 1 in credit card debt. Credit card usage is also growing in developing countries, where people are jumping into debt. How have you been living all this time? Why are you stretching your neck to keep up with expenses? Think now. Why are you working day and night in the hope of a comfortable life? Does working more mean life will become more stable? Where is that savings, mental happiness, and peace? Do you understand now why we work so hard to earn money? Why has this blind specialization taken over our lives? We have forgotten the real purpose of earning money. We are all just working hard, but no one has taught us how to spend that money wisely or how to grow it. It was not taught in school, nor in college, nor in university. The techniques of money management were never part of the curriculum. Instead, schools and colleges have placed us in an invisible race, but no one has taught us when or how to stop. So we have joined this endless chase without questioning the purpose. Ask yourself 3 questions, and you will understand if you are in this rat race. Is there an end to this cycle of income and expenditure? Has this unhealthy competition merged with your career? Are your achievements or comparisons with others the root of your inferiority or dissatisfaction? If you cannot see any possibility of ending this cycle soon, if earning money has become the primary focus of your career, if you feel no happiness despite working hard and loving your job, and if the achievements of others leave you feeling inferior or ashamed, then you are trapped in this vicious cycle. The way out is simple, but the problem is we do not recognize when we have fallen into this competition. Even if we understand, we may not care because society has taught us that money is everything in life. Yes, money is important. Life would be stagnant without it. But beyond a certain point, chasing money endlessly is futile. The first step to breaking free is not to change your lifestyle by stepping out of the system. You have to survive within the system and accept its flaws. With rising market prices, from food to essentials, you must adapt by reducing unnecessary expenses. Avoid luxuries and focus on necessities. Another important strategy is living systematically. Everything should be planned, from daily routines to shopping. Instead of impulsive shopping sprees, make a list of essential items and divide your expenses across the month, week, or day. Consider each expense carefully, including housing, food, transportation, children's education, and parents' medical care. Balance income and expenses, and keep a small amount aside for savings. This safety net can protect you from unexpected job loss or emergencies. A study conducted in New York before the COVID-19 pandemic revealed that 84% of employees, both government and private, were dissatisfied with their jobs. Some cited low salaries, others the lack of bonuses, and some faced mistreatment from bosses. Despite their unhappiness, they continued working due to job insecurity. This highlights a larger issue: the flawed lifestyle expectations we set for ourselves. Wanting to imitate others is a sign of dissatisfaction. Make your life simpler, free from unnecessary burdens like excessive loans or credit card debt. These can weigh you down like the proverbial ghost of Sinbad. Remember, buying luxuries like cars or iPhones is not inherently wrong, but it is crucial to evaluate your needs. Take time for yourself, your family, and your loved ones. You were born as a human being, not as a participant in an endless race. Step out of the cycle of earning and spending. Enjoy life's moments. Live in the present. I am saying goodbye from Zara. How did you feel about our video? Tell us in the comment box and don't forget to subscribe.